Welcome back, welcome back. Hope you guys enjoyed that last one. While that was uploading, I was, cruising, chilling. Pardon me. And I stumbled across this video of this young man that's just so good to see other people on their journey. And they bring their information that, you know, helps you out on maybe some of your problems, or maybe they say something that you have just discovered. Like me, I speak a lot about the Bible, and I keep talking about spirits and how much they actually affect us because of me studying the older stuff. And a lot of people, get called and they study other stuff. And nothing's new under the sun. So, eventually, through your learning and your experiences, you, you know, you get to these conclusions and start to piece things together on how to go forward, making things a little easier. So I'm gonna let this young man give the lesson of the day, because he explains this very well. And where I would have probably took 20 minutes with a whole bunch of cursing and woofing up. I like the way he does this. It's a good example for us older people and younger people. It's a good example for everybody to be themselves and do it the way you do it, because people like different people. So, the Lord's like trying to recruit as many people as he can here. He needs people to want to actually hear the word and actually learn to want a better life. And since a lot of people don't know how to explain things, or maybe just can't get their point across, whatever it may be, this is why I use other people, because then it should make other people look at me like, oh wow, this guy, he doesn't think he's fucking got it all. He actually does learn off other people. He is a man of his word when he says, I learn off of younger people, I learn off of older people, I learn off of smart people, I learn off of dumb people, I learn off of anybody, because everybody's living. We all experience things. So we all have a right to speak and be heard.
3 years done with masturbation, 9 months since I last had sexual intercourse, and I'm about to tell you the 3 things I noticed I gained in my abstinence. Stay tuned. Number one, seeing in the spirit with much more clarity, much more awareness. What does it mean to see in the spirit? It means to see the invisible qualities of this life, which then makes you more aware of what's going on in the physical qualities of this life. For example, you could see a human acting as a friend of yours, but if you're seeing in the spirit, you'll be able to see the intentions behind that human. He might be acting like a friend, but you can see through that. You can see the envy operating within him. You can see the evil spirits operating within them to leech your energy. You see what I'm saying? So I gained more awareness in this area of my life. My discernment and intuition became more, you feel me, fueled by the Spirit of God, because I'm not blocking that flow of energy, that flow of light into my life by feeding other evil spirits. Because you got to understand, if you're not letting the Holy Spirit fuel your actions, and if you're not pleasing the Holy Spirit with your actions, then you're grieving it. Disobeying God grieves the Holy Spirit, because not only are you disobeying God, but you are feeding other evil spirits. You are being fueled by other evil spirits. When you have sex, it is an evil spirit. When you have sex and masturbate, it is an evil spirit in the atmosphere being fueled by what you're doing at that moment of time, gaining more power over your life. You see what I'm saying? Number two, I began to attract more of the right type of people in my life. People that are meant to bring me life and good energy, genuine, good hearted people. A lot of y'all keep attracting the wrong people and they deceive you into giving them too much of your energy. Y'all women keep attracting these good for nothing F boys, these fuck boys, and y'all men keep attracting these good for nothing hoes. These folks ain't good for nothing but looking at. They look good, but they don't treat you good, and your discernment is off because you're not allowing that intuition and discernment that God blessed you with to be fueled by his Holy Spirit, because you keep giving your energy to evil spirits that are trying to lead you to these people to break you. You see what I'm saying? This is why it's so important. And it's so important because y'all get y'all's heart broke by these people. And then y'all start giving up on love. Y'all start giving up on God. Y'all start blaming God for sending you that person. Whole time God was exposing their true colors and you wasn't listening. All the red flags he showed and you wasn't listening. And that's on you now. Now you got to do the shadow work to heal yourself. And that's okay. This what helps. This what gives us wisdom. This what gives us experiences that we can use to make learning subjects like this. You see what I'm saying? I done got my heart broke plenty of times. But I'm straight now, and I know better to give my heart to someone that doesn't deserve it. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, lock in, and don't you dare blame God about nothing that you know you led yourself to do. Just seek God for the healing you need. Number three, I became more physically attractive and more spiritually attractive. Listen, not trying to toot my own horn, but it is what it is. I tell y'all the truth straight and bluntly so y'all can get something from it. Me personally, I never had no problems attracting girls. I never had issues attracting the opposite sex. So you could truly believe me when I say I noticed a huge increase in how I've been attracting the opposite sex ever since I locked into my higher self and started abstaining from sex and masturbation. And I'm about to break down 3 reasons why this is the case. Reason number one is when you start shining your light so bright, you attract more good people because they notice you and they recognize you, and God is sending more good people your way. Opposite sex too, because you can handle them being in your presence. Especially as a man, bro, you got to get to the point you could be around girls and not lust after them. Girls need good men in their life that'll play that big brother role, that big bro role. Tell them when they trip, they need that, and someone that's gonna be there and not lust after them or manipulate them to get in their cheeks. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, back to what I'm saying. I digress. You gonna attract more good people and more bad people too, cause like a light outside at nighttime, gnats just like light. Evil spirits on people gonna be attracted to you, and they gonna challenge you to see. They gonna try. They in the spirit realm. It looks like this: the evil spirits trying to get people that they know you'd be tempted to give yourself to, and they only doing that to cause you to stumble and slow you down. So as a man, you're gonna come across a lot of Jezebel spirits, and as a woman, you're gonna come a lot of Ahab spirits. Same spirits, just different gender roles, doing the same narcissistic stuff, trying to get you to stumble. So yeah, that's reason number one. Reason number two, because
I want to elaborate real quick because we all, I think my father wants me to elaborate this. Um, we all hear the Jezebel spirit, right? But young man just brought up the Ahab spirit. You know who Ahab was? Her husband, Jezebel's husband, the king of Israel. And he was the worst king ever. He was a fucking traitor to the Lord. Why? Because he let his wife run him. And his wife was another nation, so she believed in another God. So all the things he wasn't supposed to do, he did it. And then the more he fell under her spell, the more she didn't like the Lord. Because, she was a spawn of whatever she was and loved her God thing. And She literally had prophets killed in their own land. They has the king allow his woman to get the men of the Lord, not regular men, prophets. She's putting prophets down. Are you kidding me? And everybody talks this shit about the Jezebel spirit. The Jezebel. What's the Ahab spirit? A fucking weak man with a lot of power and doesn't use it right. And the people suffer. Get it? Nobody talks about that.
You raise your vibration so high and you're not doing what the world's doing. The world is scared to give up their addictions to be their better self. The world doesn't want to be their best self. Most of the world gives in to what everyone else gives into. Most of these worlds is social media watching. They trying to be like somebody. You trying to find your truest self. So this makes you more appealing because the way you talk is different, the way you walk is different, the way you approach things is different, and it's noticeable. And people are appealed. That's more appealing. It's appealing to them. They're attracted to that. They're like, look at him. He's not the regular type guy I'm used to, because you're not. You're walking in your own identity that God gave you. And that identity God gave you, nobody could be like, even if they tried to be like it. So you're just becoming wired different. You're intrinsically different in the way you are. That's just it. You're just different.
This is why I tell people, don't waste your time copying me. About time you figure out how to copy me, I'll be moving on to the next thing. And then everybody will like the new thing, and then you'll be trapped being the old thing again. And you would have wasted all that fucking time when you could have been looking for yourself, your style, what you makes you. And then you would get what the fuck you think you're not getting. People would look at you and all this whatever the fuck you think you want. Because a lot of the times I see people jealous of other people. They don't see all the fucking hard work and misery they gotta go through doing the thing they're doing. They only see the thing they're doing. They don't never see the pain and the suffering. The times you want to give up. The times when it's all you got. Nobody sees that. But they judge every step of what you do.
Reason number 3, now that you put aside these habits that aren't good for your soul, you see what I'm saying? Having sex and masturbating and other habits that you may have put down just to be your best you, it gives you more time to do them self-care type things, work out, jog, stretch, whatever you do. You know what I'm saying? Because now that you put things down, you got to replace it with more productive things. So this stuff just makes you more physically attractive. And that's just a part of it. But yeah.
When you masturbate, you're not only releasing your physical strength. You know, it's why you get tired afterwards. Unless you're just one of those, you know, you just do it. You're quick with it. And you just go about your day or something. If you're not actually having fun with yourself, I don't know what the fuck you niggas is doing. But you are releasing not only your physical strength, but you're releasing your soul power. Get it? Sex is not just sex, even if it's with yourself. You're releasing your power. So if you stop doing that and you stop having sex, you have more power. If you stop eating all the bad foods, that stops slowing your body down and you have more power. If you learn new things and you listen to nice vibrations and all this that raise up your mental, then you have more power. Get it? And then you work out. You don't start fucking trying to throw weights around and do the heavy lifting and all the fucking learning the Bible and all this other shit. No. You do the simple things that anyone can do. You get the rap out of your mind. You put the fatty foods and the shit that's made of cardboard and not real food and all this stuff, and you try to eat better food. And then you gain all this power, right? And then your body starts taking over. Like, I want to do shit. I can't just sit here anymore. You will just do it. You will just start feeling it. And you'll start getting up. And then you're like, fuck, what do I do? And that's when the mental fucking choice comes in. Do I go and do the things I want to do? Or do I do the things that I'm used to doing? Do I really want to hit the gym? Do I really want to lose the weight? Do I really want to get smarter? Do I really want to? And then you start doing them. And now you'll have that energy, that little bit of boost. And then you take that slow. The same way you took the route of getting all the other sins off you. See, there's a lot of sins, and there's a lot of ways these sins lead to other sins. It's a chain effect. It's an addiction. This is why my father, wrote a book, a manual, on how to eat, how to think, how to what you're watching and what you're seeing and who to be around, because all of these things add up to your body, your experience here, your time here, not being the greatest that you want it to be. Now, your imagination is wild and reckless like all the rest of us. So we want paradise. But I don't think we're meant to live that right now. So I think feeling healthy, being around decent people, and getting to explore the nature of who you are and what you're going to become is a great thing. They got us looking for all this other shit. Like, that ain't the greatest thing you could be looking for.
That's it. Video over with. If you like this video, like the video. If you want to see more content like this, follow for more. Let me know how you feel about this. You see what I'm saying? If you're inspired to share it.
I'm definitely inspired. So I will share his name, but not the video. That was a content creator by the name of Simple and Biblical. I believe that's what his name was. Simple and Biblical.
Listen,
all
I haven't
together.
masturbated in 3 years, and I have.
So, if you want to check that guy out, maybe learn something from little G's, little judges. We everywhere, like we're everywhere. There's a lot of subjects to be teaching about life, so I don't think the Lord's gonna have one guy running around trying to teach thousands of people everything. It's kind of hard. You gotta kind of get everybody in one place for that. So until, we all decide to I don't know how that's gonna happen. Now, I would like to allow you to hear the beginning of an introduction of a video I'm gonna play, but not now because I'm running out of time. So, listen up.
Street Beast family, what's up, y'all? Face, my brother, Lord Bestaban, here at Neutral Corner. I'm going to tell y'all what you're about to see, and I hope everybody watches and hears what I'm saying so they understand why they're seeing what they're seeing. Last weekend, my son, Justice, there's going to be videos of his face, or pictures, we got pictures of it, posted in this interview. He got jumped. He got jumped by 9 people. My son Justice is 145 pounds. 4 of the people that jumped him were like 250 or better. The guy you're going to see today was 300 pounds. They all jumped him. That pissed me off enough, because to me there's no excuse for that. There ain't no excuse for somebody 300 pounds beating up on somebody 145 pounds in my book. 1-on-1, let alone 9-on-1. They all jumped him, but then they really set me off because the guy... That pissed me off enough, because to me there's no excuse for that. There ain't no excuse for somebody 300 pounds beating up on somebody 145 pounds in my book. 1-on-1, let alone 9-on-1. They all jumped him, but...
Did you hear the OG? He's a Spanish man. Runs his own boxing gym, I believe. And I guess his family's following his footsteps. He got good sons and relatives that help him out. And his fucking son gets jumped by a bunch of kids. And what the fuck? Like, see, he's old school. He's older than me, obviously, so he's old school, you know? And I guess from his generation, it's not fucking fair to be Goliath and fight David niggas. You're considered a pussy for that. Because you know you're bigger, so what the fuck are you trying to fight that guy for? Fighting men that don't want to fight, you know, from his era, when they say, nah, just leave me alone, I don't know. Nah, you the tough nigga, whatever, I don't care. They used to leave those niggas alone and be like, alright, leave him alone, whatever. He ain't tough, he just said he ain't tough. But now we live in an era where it's just fucking... What? What we living in here now? Where he's, like he just said, a whole bunch of them beat his fucking son up.
Then they really set me off because the guy that you're about to see posted on his Snapchat a video that I felt was bragging. He posted a clip of my son being jumped, and I felt like it was bragging. He said, I'm on my WWE shit, and showed him slamming my son.
That's crazy.
I reached out, I put word out, I said, look, everybody involved is going to answer for this. I'm well known in this area. And I put the word out, I said, everybody's going to answer for it. Somebody is going to come to my gym and man up, or we're going to keep coming for you. All the other 8 guys were straight, refused to show up, refused to do anything, refused to back their mouth up. This dude, Benny Good, is the only one out of them that soldiered up. So he messaged me and he said, I'm going to come to the gym Friday and I'm going to solve it. And I told him, there was 9 of you that jumped my son at once. So we're going to put you through a shark tank. 5 of us, but at least you get them one at a time. You get them one at a time, back to back to back. And that's what we gave him, and that's what you're going to see. I will forewarn you. He took a savage beating in the ring. But this is a boxing gym, just to be clear. We are in a boxing gym. People take beatings every day in boxing gyms. He came, he knew what he was coming